This is a video on Port as a classroom. Introducing Rosie
Hi.
and Rosie.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Rosie.
And I'm Rosie.
And
We're the Riveters. Port as a classroom has played a major role in my 7th grade experience. We've been on some great field trips and have done some great activities.
Learning about the things that old Brunswick and its port can do are amazing. It made us all feel that Brunswick is actually noticed in the U.S. and even the world. Our little port benefits world trade and economic growth for little old Brunswick.
I honestly didn't even know we had a port here in Little Brunswick. Just imagine how bad Brunswick's economy would be without major contributions from the Port of Brunswick. Port as a classroom has opened our eyes to new understandings of how difficult it is to trade efficiently and safely with an equal balance.
A lot of people play a big role in import and exports. In order for it to work, they have to cooperate.
One thing that we learned how to do was write profiles. Actually, and we even learned the courses that seafarers have to take, which are the people that work on the ships. If you want to be a seafarer, it's a lot of work. We actually got to meet a lot of new people from our Port as a Classroom experience.
Yes, actually, one of them was Billie Jean Gooch, actually my favorite. Billie Jean Gooch is a marine seafarer, third mate, and chief engineer. She began her career at age 22 after graduating from Harry Lundberg School of Seamanship. Her last voyage was from Jacksonville to the Mediterranean Sea and to the Middle East. She has been on container ships, tanker ships, passenger ships, and bulker ships, which usually carries grain and mostly seamen join. Billie Jean has been a seafarer for 10 years and plans on staying for another 10. Billie Jean's routine begins with loading the ship and unloading if they're at port. Also, maintenance is a very big priority at the port, even though maintenance is always something extra on the ship, but of course more can be done on land. When the ship gets to port, repairs are done. Billie Jean likes to spend her spare time, watching movies, working out, and reading books at the library. She says the hardest part of her job is when the captain is down in the ship and she has to steer the ship. She says she became interested in seafarer business because her grandfather and sister were both in it. The seafarer also has been in the seafarer business for 13 years because her job pays it. Even though it took me 10 years to get to my rank, it was all worth it, Billie Jean remarked. Billie Jean has visited 6 continents and has enjoyed every second of it. The views are beautiful, and I love going to the islands of Hawaii, said the seafarer.
That was fantastic, Rosie. Thank you so much. We've had some exciting adventures since joining. One of our favorite topics was the one on World War II, the port.
This rare film footage, buried in an archive for more than 6 decades, shows one of the mighty vessels sliding down the ways into the Savannah River in 1944. The 2 shipyards that produced Liberty ships in coastal Georgia changed everything for the people of our region and for the economy. Southeastern Shipyard in Savannah and J.A. Jones in Brunswick were overnight economic powerhouses, each employing more than 15,000 people at their peak. In fact, it's not an exaggeration to say these shipyards brought coastal Georgia out of the Great Depression.
Yeah, Jones and Savannah shipyards really played the pivotal role in the economy of coastal Georgia during the World War II years. The population of Brunswick exploded. It was a city of about 10,000, and it really exploded, tripled almost overnight because of the shipyards.
Working at the shipyard was more than just a job. It was a way for people who could not shoulder a rifle to still play a hands-on role in helping to win the war. Women, the famous Rosie the Riveters, were no exception. Even though she was just a child when she helped launch the SS Crawford Long on New Year's Eve 1942, Audrey Platt, then Audrey Dunn, still has detailed memories of the event.
I do remember really being terribly excited by the whole thing, because the idea of christening a ship and having huge red roses and going out to this mysterious place with all these people. We'd never seen people like this before. I think a lot of people felt that way. It was sophistication coming to what we thought was the rural South now. People don't think of Savannah like that now. But then it was like magic.
The Savannah and Brunswick yards cranked out just less than 200 vessels in no time, an average of one every week per yard. And they were far from the fastest yards in the nation. Builders here even volunteered to work on Christmas without pay, just to make sure the ships were finished in time. The Liberty ships are history now, and the yards that built them here in coastal Georgia are long gone as well. But the legacy of these great vessels lives on today, both in the thriving ports here in Savannah and Brunswick, and in the free and prosperous lives that we all enjoy as Americans, thanks in no small part to the role the Liberty ships played in winning World War II.
This unit shows how Americans cooperate together through rough times. Check out the book Memories from the Marshes of Live. It has pictures, facts, people that were actually here, people that worked to gather all of this stuff to help our country prosper and fight. Americans, we are united, and that's what the book pretty much shows us.
Towards the Classroom also takes us on field trips that deal with hands-on activities and sightseeing. We also went to this big ship that was at the Brunswick port, and we got to have a full tour.
Yes, we got to go in all the rooms and see it, and they were going to invest in a PS3.
Yeah. They have everyday living things in there. There's a small kitchen, probably about 5 or 6 decks, and it was just a great experience to know what these seafarers live as every day.
And how international it is, like with all the different cultures together, like combining what they eat with each other and talking like different languages. Well, upcoming 7th graders, you guys should join today because it helps with your long UN, it helps you expand your horizon. Join Towards the Classroom.
Make it
A great day or not, the choice is yours.
This is a video as Port as